Good afternoon, welcome back to the channel everyone. It's been a couple of weeks since my last video let me just move that around a bit so you can see me, the Cotswold Sprint Triathlon, which I did, my first triathlon. Thanks for all the lovely messages I've had after that. It's been a busy couple of weeks because 6 days after the triathlon, I actually did the Big Cotswold Swim, which was a 1 mile swim in the same lake I did the triathlon in the week before. And I did that in a really good 42 minutes and 20 seconds, which I was delighted with. I wanted anything under 50 minutes and got 42, so really happy with that. And it gives me some real positive signs moving forward with my swimming. So lots of hard work on the swim over the winter, and we'll be in a really good position. So yeah, I'm not really sure what the plan is for today. My plan was to do a bike ride today and bring the camera along with me, talk a little bit about my winter plans and where I'm at with my training and what my goals are for the winter. But that's sort of been thrown out the window because I went over to Performance Cycles in Cirencester this morning, who I'm going to be working with over the winter to help my cycling, and took my bike over with me, my box standard Apollo transfer 80 quid bike, to see what we could do with the bike to give it a couple of months while we sort out a new bike. But when we was there, I already suspected or kind of knew I had a buckled back wheel, but didn't quite know just how bad it was. And then in getting it out of the car, the front brake just snapped, Andy at Performance Cycles did sort of like bend it back in and get it back connected, but it's very, very unsafe and risky, so the bike's pretty much knackered. So that is a no-go. So the plan was to give that bike a couple of months and then to get a new bike sort of November, December time, but we're going to try and bring that forward and to look at some options we can get a bit quicker, so I can get one in the next week or two. So there isn't going to be any cycling today or for this week, and I'm a little unsure when I'm going to have a bike again, but if it's any longer than a week or so, then I will get on the watt bike in the gym. I don't even have a gym membership at the moment, but I'm sure I can pay as you go sort of thing at one of the gyms and get on a watt bike. Or there's other options as well, maybe just pick up a real cheap bike, but I don't really want to do that. I want to get out of the habit of buying cheap bikes and get one that I'm going to put everything into. So yeah, don't really know what the plan is. I've just let my coach know about the bike issue and the fact that I can't ride it today, and he's going to adjust the plan for me, but I don't know what my plan is for the day. I ran yesterday morning, and my coach is very hesitant to have me run 2 days in a row at the moment because of how much weight I'm carrying and the fact that running is so weight bearing, unless you're on a treadmill when it's a little bit better, but I haven't got a treadmill, so hesitant to run again today. And swimming in the evenings isn't very good where I go swimming, in that there isn't lane swimming, or if there is, there's only one lane and it's very busy and there's lots of kids and stuff. So we'll see, maybe get a swim in. If not, he might be okay with me running very gently tonight, which will be about 36 hours on from yesterday's run. So we'll just see, but regardless, I'm going to talk a little bit about my winter plans in this video, and you may or may not see me do some training, we shall see. But right now I'm going to start driving because it's absolutely roasting in here. I'm sat talking to you and I can't really have the aircon on when I'm talking to the camera because you won't be able to hear me. So I'm going to get moving, I'm going to go get my haircut, and I'll talk to you after my haircut. Just take a look at this, eh? What a lovely bike that is. Puts to shame this thing that's behind me. This is the bike that we are potentially going to be ordering in the next few days. It's a Tifosi CK7 disc. It's not a bike I'd seen or heard of at all. It's not a brand I'd seen or heard of at all, but Andy advises me it's a good option. Andy from Performance Cycles, who's helping me out with my bike choice and a bit over the winter, as I mentioned earlier. He mentioned this one as a good option for its comfort. It's a little bit, well, it'll be a lot quicker than the one I've got at the moment, durable, and yeah, ultimately a good training bike for at least 18 months and maybe even further than that. So looks like it's going to be a good option. Just gonna give it a couple of days just to see whether it's the right option, but hopefully I will be ordering that in the next couple of days and owning it within the next week or two, which would be great because, as I mentioned, this one is not rideable at the moment. So I haven't seen my plan for the next 10 days or so yet. Coach is working on it, but I haven't got it yet. Looks as if I won't be training today, so there won't be any training on this video. However, I'm just going to talk a little bit about my winter plans. I've spoken a bit about the bike, and yeah, just where I'm at really, because the last video was the triathlon and haven't really had a training update for probably 3 or 4 weeks now, so it would have been before the triathlon. So yeah, training's really well. After the triathlon I took 2 days completely off. I felt okay after the triathlon. The day after I was sore, but not too bad. And the Tuesday, to be honest, you know, I could have trained on the Tuesday if I wanted to, but rest is important, so we went back to training on the Wednesday. The Wednesday was a swim, and last week I think I did about 4 hours training. Did a 2 swims, 2 bikes, 2 runs, I think, in 5 days. So yeah, it was a very good week. I was meant to do about 3.5 hours, and I threw in an extra run because I bought some new running trainers that I wanted to try out on a certain night after my bike ride. So yeah, very good training week. I was happy to get some consistency back into my training straight after the triathlon. Obviously this week is a little bit of a blow with having no bike, so the consistency is going to be gone. It's going to be changed a bit, but still, you know, we are in September and we're not racing again until probably April, apart from maybe some sportifs and things, but main A races won't be now until April time. So we're in good, you know, we've got plenty of time, not too much time, but plenty of time that a week or two without a bike isn't going to cause any long lasting damage. So yeah, focus on the swim and the run the next 2 weeks, but not too much on the run, because you know, I'm still 22 and a bit stone guy, and my body can't take too much running at the moment without injury, and an injury right now would be disaster. Would be the very last thing that I would need. You know, any weeks off or anything just would not help me at all. Wouldn't help anyone, but certainly would not help me in this position. So yeah, just keep on with the swimming and running at the same level. I'm going to do maybe extra swimming, but yeah, just keep on that. Keep on the diet that I'm doing. I don't follow a diet. I don't believe in the word diet. Keep on the habits and the decisions that I'm making. That's what dieting is to me. It's just decision making, and you can literally change your diet just by changing the yes answers to the no. Am I going to get fast food tonight? Change that from a yes to a no. You're on your way. Am I going to eat this apple? Change that from a no to a yes. It's really that simple. Obviously that sounds a little bit cliche or cringy, but that's really as simple as it goes down to. And so just keep making the right decisions with food and keep losing weight. Weight loss has slowed down a little bit the last couple of weeks, and not because I've done anything wrong, just your body does that sometimes. It doesn't, you know, I feel like I've had 2 good weeks of training and dieting, but I haven't really lost anything, or I might have lost a couple of pounds, but not sort of what I was expecting. Would have loved to have been close to that 4 stone mark by now, but you know, your body just does that. Just keep on it. Don't, you know, look in the mirror more than look in the mirror and judge how you feel more than the number on the scale. Those are the 2 most important factors. So yeah, just keep on it, be consistent, put some stability into it, and just keep going, just keep moving forward all the time, in terms of dieting and losing weight. So I guess going through the winter, as soon as I get this bike back, plan is going to be to have around 3 months of solid training without any racing, sort of up to Christmas and into the new year. And then January I'm hoping to take on a 45-mile sportif, and see how I get on with that. As long as as long as I've got a bike and it's all good by then, I'll do that. And then February and March, maybe do the same sportif again, but they also do a 65-mile option. So maybe do that in February and March, or yeah, just see where I'm at, judge it. Keep on with the swimming. I've obviously, going back to the cycling, I'm working a little bit with Andy from Performance Cycling to get the best out of my bike. In regards to swimming, I'm in contact with a guy called Jason Tate from Southwest Swim, who I am potentially going to be doing some video analysis on my swimming. He's got a endless pool, which for anyone who doesn't know, it's effectively a treadmill for swimming. I suppose that's the best way to describe it. It might not necessarily make sense, but you might think, what the hell are you talking about? But that's basically what it is. It's the only way I can describe it. You know, there's a bit of water and the waves push one way and you swim the other way, and it judges your speed. It's exactly how a treadmill works. So he's got one of those, which he does video analysis on people's swims. And obviously, just because I did a good swim last week doesn't mean that I'm going to rest on my laurels and think, oh yeah, swimming's great. You know, there's always things to improve. There's massive things to improve in my swim, that's for sure. But the engine's there. The engine is not bad for swimming at all. I'd say it's more technique and consistency, and swimming in my wetsuit more. That's going to be the main things that I've got to work on with my swim. I don't feel like I wasn't out of breath or tired really with that mile swim last week, so that'll just keep improving in time. So keep on with that. Running, there isn't a great deal we can do with the running right now at 22, 23 stone. As I said, it's so weight bearing and so injury potential. So much injury potential with running at this weight. So just that probably won't, I don't know, but we probably won't go much longer than an hour's run until I get under 20 stone maybe. That's not something I've spoke about with the coach, but I imagine that's how it would go. So just keep that running up, just keep being consistent with running and get a little bit faster, covering more distance in the shorter runs that I'm doing, just keeping on with that. And yeah, all in all, just putting all three together, keep improving in all three disciplines. And yeah, cycling's the main one that needs improving, but work on everything. Keep losing weight, and yeah, just be as consistent as I can, and keep moving forward. So yeah, that's really where I'm at. The plan for next year is obviously to do a half Ironman. That will be later in the year. There's a few options we've got at the moment. I've always spoke about doing the Weymouth Ironman 70.3, but whether that's the right choice, who knows? It's a sea swim, and I haven't swam in the sea before, no more than, you know, going down to the beach for a day and getting in the sea. I haven't actually swam out in the sea, so that's a whole challenge on its own. So whether or not that's the right option at this stage, who knows? There's also local races like the Cotswold Classic or Cotswold 113. And then there's other non-branded half Ironman distance races in the UK. There's also the potential that I could do a half Ironman abroad. But yeah, we'll just weigh up a few options in the next couple of months and then get something booked, decide what is the right option. I've got so many great people around me now, my coaches and other people and family, and you know, so many people are going to help me make the right decisions. So I'm very lucky to have that. And yeah, that's really what this boils down to. You know, last time I did so much running, I definitely didn't get the decision making right. Put myself in a good position a few times where I was very fit, and then either fell off or did too much and overtrained, or just didn't train effectively. Did loads of hours and loads of running, but not maybe in the way that I should. Not enough rest, not enough quality sessions. Just seeing how many miles I could do in a week, in a month, in a year. So yeah, decision making, keep making the right decisions. I weigh up all options in terms of races. If there is something I can do before the year's out and I think, oh, that's a good option, like the swim that I mentioned, if that, you know, if something pops up again, I think, oh, that would be good. You know, maybe, I don't know, a 10k run, or who knows, we'll just see. So yeah, just see, make decisions, make the right decisions, and be sensible. So I'm gonna leave this video there. The next video is going to hopefully be when I've got a new bike, hopefully. But yeah, hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Thank you for staying tuned this far in. Thank you for you know, all the support and messages, and you know, really grateful. And yeah, can't wait for this winter training block to really get underway. Can't wait to keep improving. Can't wait to lose more weight and just keep inspiring and everything. So yeah, thanks guys.